Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, Twitch chat, and welcome back to Let Us Play. I'm your host, Father Evan. It's good to be back with y'all today, and I hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Brayherd. Good to see you, Kit. Good to see you, Bad Roxy. Good to see you, Breedy Bard. Yippee! And Brayherd, congratulations. You have won the crown of firstman this day, and I suppose in answer to your question, it is you, Brayherd Lord Pants, that lives in a pineapple under the sea. Yeah, it still doesn't roll off the tongue. But anyway, good to see y'all. Sorry to hear the baby's cranky, Bad Roxy. I hope he calms down a little today. But yeah, so we're going to be diving into a game called Sainthood. Been really curious about this game, and I'll kind of show you a little bit of more Brayherd Lord Pants. Exactly. Almost all the syllables are there. But before we get started, I want to give a thank you and a shout out to KCJA. Thank you, KC, for the follow. Good to have you. Hope you enjoy your time here. So let's go ahead. Let's dive in. Nice little bird song here. So this game is this game is voice cracked apparently. Yeah. There we go. This game is about taking care of like a little monastery that you can see at the bottom there. But the thing that has me really concerned is if you look in the bottom right corner, like straight down there, it says run attempts 0. That's ominous and threatening. Well, let's find out. We highly recommend you play the tutorial. Yes, Mother Babushka, I will. Welcome to the tutorial. Let's get started. The most important thing to keep track of is your time. Time passes in the game only when you perform certain activities, so you can take all the real-world time you need making your next move. Let's try a prayer activity now. Select the prayer activity, take a look at its info panel and see how much time it will take, and then press and hold the trigger. Keep an eye on the clock before you begin. Okay, so what if I did something else? No, okay. So prayer took an hour. Ah, excellent. Pretty simple, eh? I hope you know the time before you started. As you can see, time has passed. Time also passes when you move in the world. Let's demonstrate this by going to another building. Click the exit. The world is made up of an 8x8 grid. Movements on each square take exactly 15 minutes. Exactly. It's very precise here at this monastery. Knowing this, you can calculate how much time it'll take you to get to the hospital over there. Click on an adjacent square to move your character. If using mouse, otherwise use D-pad, joystick, and controller. Get to the hospital before 12 p.m. Okay, so it's going to take me an hour to get to the hospital. Oh, I forgot to mention. There are angel spirits called Ahi L? Is that an I? I guess Ahi, I guess it's an I, that will pop up on the map. Ahi will help you build upgrades, and they never leave you even after you use them on an upgrade. Try to collect as many as you can on your way to the hospital. But don't get carried away. You still have to get to the hospital before 12 p.m. Why do I have to get to the hospital? You made it! Well done! You can zoom in or out anytime you're inside a building by using the mouse or the RT-LT on your controller. Next important thing you need to keep track of is your energy. Energy will be used to perform many activities, and you will not be able to perform them if you do not meet the energy requirement for that activity. Let's try a volunteer activity now. Select volunteer, take a look at the info panel, and see how much time and energy it it will take. Then press and hold the trigger. Keep an eye on the clock and your energy. So it's going to take me 2 energy and an hour and a half. And I have to do it twice to complete it. Okay, that's interesting. Nicely done. You're getting the hang of it. You may have noticed the info panels that there's a third icon. This icon is a reward that denotes either faith points or charity points. Ah, yes, the commodification of charity. Nah, I mean, it's gamification, so it makes sense. Faith points are rewarded when you pray at any building or complete a special prayer objective at the convent. Charity points are awarded anytime you complete an objective at any building except the convent. At the end of the game, both your total faith points and charity points are assessed, and the end game sequence will be determined by your scores. This means every day counts. Try to max out your faith points and charity points every day to get the best possible ending. I know it's not much, but please have this. Let's head back to the convent. Any money earned from the field needs to be deposited in the convent's treasury. Unfortunately, evil spirits known as Shaitani come out at night. These are dangerous spirits, and coming into contact with them will drain you of some of your faith points and cause you to lose any money you have not deposited in the treasury. Furthermore, they will permanently reduce the maximum faith points you can acquire for the day. Head back to the convent and avoid the Shaitani at any costs. Good luck. Okay. Just, you know, avoid the evil spirits. Good luck. Oh, that's not the way I wanted to go. You made it. Well done. That concludes the tutorial. To recap, time is of the utmost importance. Each day ends at midnight, and you have a limited number of days on the island, so make the most of it. You can't perform activities without energy. Your ultimate goal is to obtain as many faith points and charity points as before you leave this island. Ahi are good spirits. You want as many as possible to aid with building upgrades. Shaitani are evil spirits. Avoid them like the plague. Bye for now. Okay, I'm intrigued by this concept. Tired from your long walk from the shore, you spot the convent in the distance. Its cross glistens in the morning sun. You don't know how you arrived on this island. You remember being on a large ship, but the rest is a blur. You knock on the convent doors, hoping someone could give a clue as to why you are here. The doors swing open to reveal the prioress, beaming with joy. Ah, welcome to Isle de Santa Maria. Come on in. She grabs your hand, pulls you in gently. You are just in time for morning prayers. Come quickly, let us begin. That's exactly what a nun would do. Performing activities is straightforward. Simply press and hold the button to participate. 3 hours of praying, you say? It's a lot of praying. This is about saints. I don't have any saints. Afterwards, the prioress shows you around. You really don't remember anything? Nothing at all? Your silence answers your question. All right, no worries. You were sent here to help us develop the island and ensure the well-being of her inhabitants. Your primary goal is to assist the island folk with their needs, and of course, to keep up with your prayers. However, you only have 33 days with us, as your ship will return to take you away to the distant lands. I implore you to make the best of your time here while you can. LT, the foreman, visits the convent. Ma'am, please come on down to the construction site at your earliest convenience. We need all the help we can get. And with that, he walks off. Ah, such a brash character, that man. But we need him to help with the constructing of all the buildings necessary for life to thrive on this island. You would do well to assist him. As you get ready to leave, another visitor arrives. Hi there, I'm Postman Pratt. I'll bring you packages to deliver each building as the custodians require, as well as special provisions for you. Why can't I deliver the packages myself? Ha, funny question. Anyway, see me before you head out. You should get going. Okay, I'm gonna call it now. This is a metaphor for purgatory, in a sense. Like, we have to live out certain parts of our life in metaphor. Basically, I think we're dead. Uh-huh. Okay, so I can take the discount card, which gives me a shop discount 20%, or a bouncy castle, but it takes me 5 hours, but it increases my payment by 1. Let's... I feel like we don't have any money, so... Let's start with the bouncy castle. Okay, so it looks like they're hungry. I don't know what any of this means. So I can pray here, I can help build, but it'll cost me 1 energy. Construction materials are cleared and stoves are lit up. A man walks up to you, twirling his long mustache. Oh, hello there, I'm Chef the Jeff. Mwah, he says with a chef kiss. Thank you so much for all your help. We have 3 big weddings coming up, and we must make the best dish ever taste by the lips on this island. Mwah. But I still need help with the cooking. My first dish will be the famous egusi soup. Would you please bring me the ingredients? The package should arrive at the convent first thing tomorrow morning. Let's do a little prayer. Give thanks to God for this new kitchen. I don't know what this icon is. It's a little meeple. The workers cheer as the last nail's hammered in. A petite woman dressed in a long black dress approaches you. Oh, thank you so much for your help. I'm Amelia, the director here at the orphanage. She gives you a warm hug. I hope you visit often. The kids would love to have you around and play with them, she says with a cheerful smile. Right now, we're going to need a shipment of blankets. If you could be a dear and help deliver them, I would appreciate it. The package should arrive at the convent first thing tomorrow morning. Okay, well, looks like we're going... Okay, so I can't volunteer here because I don't have enough energy, but I could offload toys. Let's pray and offload toys. Why is it? Oh, I don't have toys to deliver. That's why. Okay, I am thoroughly intrigued by what this game is. This would take us to 10:15. We can do that. A man walks up to you so slowly that you cannot tell if he is fully conscious or sleepwalking. Hi there. He starts with a loud yawn, his eyes half closed. I'm Thomas Katz, the manager of this pantry. I'd like to extend my thanks. It's real expensive on the mainland, but here we can give it out for free. For now, could you help us with groceries? We really need some for the free luncheon. The package should arrive at the convent first thing tomorrow morning. Well, it sounds like I have plenty of things to do with the convent. Let's go to sleep. Yay! I got a stained glass window.
The Holy Spirit.
Was that Elizabeth Ann Seton? Good morning, dear. I hope you slept well. Big first day, eh? Does the Kingdom of Congo ring a bell? That's where you're from. It's a beautiful and powerful state in Central Africa with a vibrant culture. It's amazing how much they managed to cultivate such a rich and fruitful society. They really know how to plant the seeds of a great kingdom. Get it? No? Okay, I'll see. Okay, I'll see myself out. It me! Hey, Hope. Good to see you. What game is this? This is called Sainthood. It's kind of like a... yeah, it is Elizabeth Ann Seton. It's kind of like an Animal Crossing on a island with a convent. This, I do have a lot of deliveries to do, but I think that's okay. I feel like 2 faith points for 3 hours is pretty good. Thank you for joining us for Mass. One of my favorite things to do after Mass is to say a prayer composed by one of the saints. This prayer by Saint Teresa of Avila is one of my favorites to begin with. It goes like this. Let nothing disturb you, let nothing frighten you. All things are passing away, God never changes. Patience obtains all things, whoever has God lacks nothing, God alone suffices. Amen. Isn't that wonderful? When we anchor ourselves in God's love, nothing can truly disturb our peace. I'm preparing a carol where we get to sing these prayers as hymns. It's coming up pretty soon. Ooh, I can only deliver 2 things. Ooh. I'll deliver to the kitchen and the orphanage. So I don't think I could bring myself to... Okay, construction tents. These tents used by construction crew for lunch breaks. So charity points +1, additional energy -2. That's a lot of energy. Because I only have 3. Stainless steel ladle. Extra payment is nice. Again, additional energy. What? I think I might upgrade this because 1 less hour, but way more payment. The orphanage moved. That's fascinating. I was not prepared for that. Because I was definitely thinking to myself, like, okay, well, I have to go this route. No. No, those routes are going to change every time. Oh, this is the kitchen. Dang it, that's not the pantry. Oh, the pantry's down there. I can hear the hymn in the background. Yeah, deliver some toys. Oh, thank you. These blankets will keep them warm tonight. The children here, we've lost so much, so any little bit of comfort can be a plus. They would love for you to come and play with them. There's enough excitement here today, but would you come by if you have an evening to spare? I want to build the library. Ahem. A stern voice clears their throat from behind. I'm Gabriel. He continues, his stern expression matching his voice in perfect unison. I'm the headmaster at this school. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. He shakes your hand with a firm grasp, and you feel as though you could be crushed if any more pressure were applied to it. I appreciate your effort, and I hope I'm not overstepping by asking you to help deliver some school supplies. You seem to be running low on chalk, slates, and ink. The package should arrive at the convent first thing in the morning. Here's a little gift for you. Say a quick prayer. Right here. I don't think that's an option in this game. I hate to dash your hopes. What? I'm confused. Where's my inventory? How do I check my inventory? Okay. I wanted to deliver something, but I guess not. Guess I'll pray? Those make terrifying noises. So I'll need 10 gold to upgrade the monastery. I have time. I can pray a couple of times to earn some more faith points. Yeah, this is a curious little game. It's got, honestly, just like a really simple gameplay, but it doesn't have to be groundbreaking. Good morning, dear. I hope the cicadas didn't keep you up all night. They would, because cicadas are awful. I've been told this continent has the loudest cicadas on the planet, so it will definitely take some getting used to. Oh, by the way, did you notice that the locations of the buildings change every day? Yeah, it's weird. Just one of the many mysteries of this little island. Anyway, I have a delightful piece of trivia for you. Remember our traditional Congo cuisine? Our people often enjoy dishes made from cassava, plantains, and peanuts. One popular dish is fufu, a starchy meal made from boiled cassava or yams, pounded until smooth. You could say our meal was a smash hit. Yeah, it's a community sim builder. Kind of with the, it seems to have a goal of like, it says straight up at the beginning that there were multiple endings. And we may get those depending on how many charity points and faith points we get. So we'll see. I've had fufu. Not my cup of tea, but. See, I have... Oh, I didn't take the cassava roots, apparently. I took the thing for the kitchen. Oops. Koboko, an extreme form of penance. Yes, that is. Self-flagellation. Soft mattress. Sleep time plus 5 hours. But you get 1 additional energy. That's... Oh, I don't know how I feel about the 5 extra hours, because that gets me up at like 10 a.m. It is a, to self-flagellate. Does earn you more faith points at things. You're not gonna fight anyone, fight yourself. Well, okay. Faith is... Hope is spoken. Deliver some goods. Cassava. Fish. Good. I forgot what voice I gave this guy. Need palm oil and maize next. Package should arrive at the convent tomorrow. Praying here is going to cost me 3 energy. Pray the rosary in the shed. I can think of better places to maybe pray the rosary, but... Might be a little biased. What's this place? Oh, this is the store. Okay. So you can buy energy drinks, medicine to bring back cure status ailments of some sort. Yeah, this game actually has a prayer mode on its main screen. Nope. That has the rosary in it. The developer of this is Catholic. He's Congolese. So it's... Oh, so I guess I have to cook here. Thank you, madam. The Ogusi soup tastes delicious. A dish steeped in traditions of the Igbo and Yoruba people. The ground melon seeds thicken the vibrant stew. It's blended with greens and spiced just right. It's a reminder of resilience. The seeds, much like people, thrive in the harsh condition. Each bowl of this lies the spirit of survival, a testament to those who labor to bring nourishment on earth. I've ordered a shipment of ingredients for the next dish, jollof rice. It should arrive first thing tomorrow at the convent. Bring it over your earliest convenience, and I'll cook up some magic. Sir, I don't think the prioress will allow magic on her island. Okay, can we... It's 5 hours to pray with the kids? Ooh. Or play with the kids. That'll take a while. I think I might pray here and then go to bed. This is a really... Honestly, this is more like a puzzle game than anything else. Yeah, it does come from someone actually rooted in faith, like who knows these things. And he's Congolese, so when he's talking about all this Congolese food stuff, he knows it. Need to get some more charity points, I think. Because you have 33 days to do this. And I need to get the hospital built. Morning, I hope you slept well. By the way, I hope you've been keeping up with your prayers. You must get your faith high enough before your ship arrives. I believe you will need it to get to the distant lands. Strong faith has always been a core tenet of our people, and even before Catholicism arrived, we practiced a rich tapestry of spiritual beliefs. Many Congo people worshipped a supreme deity, Nzambi, and they also honored a range of spirits and ancestors. Our ancestors believed these spirits were deeply involved in everyday life, and that they would ask for their intercession, in much the same way that we ask for the intercession of saints as Catholics. Actually, it's one of the many reasons we came to adopt the Catholic faith, because of the similarities between religions. You might say they had quite a spiritual connection. And that's not just a spirited pun. Oh! I wasn't expecting the second one. Okay, how long is prayer? Prayers? Why does prayer take energy? Okay, we could do a lot of things early this morning. I think this is glitched into doubling up. Let's take the stationary to the school, and let's take Maze to the pantry. Prayer beads. When praying, 5+ hours. Ooh. Oh, this is why it takes energy all of a sudden. The Kiboko. Well, I'll work on upgrading the Kiboko so that doesn't work. That doesn't take up time anymore. There we go. That's how I check my inventory. I need to use my mouse. So school and the pantry. Got it. So school's there, pantry's there. Nice. Then we can go party with the kids, I guess. Deliver. Thanks. I appreciate the materials. Unfortunately, our arithmetic teacher has decided to skip town. Something about eloping to get married. Oh my. Anyway, we're good for today, but when you come down to come on down to sub whenever you're free. I know it's not much, but please have this. Also, I think we said we could get money. Probably do multiple pickups of stuff to deliver. No, it seems that I can, well, maybe, but in terms of like the day, I can only, oh no, it's not a glitch, because look, that delivery took up half of that. Let's party with the kids. Go build a hospital. Anna, the nurse, walks over to you. Oh, thank you so much for your help, but I must ask another favor of you. Is it a delivery? We are in desperate need of palm oil and herbs to treat the wounded who have fled from the mainland. If you could help us get those supplies, we'd be most grateful. I've already made the request, and the package should arrive at the convent first thing tomorrow. I'd like to give you something small for your efforts. All right, let's go back to the convent and see if we can pick up something else for today. Oh, I can! I thought it was just going to be the one first thing in the morning, and that was going to be it. 3.5 hours. I do not have time to do that today. The successor. The kingdom is newly established yet fraught by the intrigue and peril as a young, once obscure shepherd rises to power. His reign begins with triumph and unification, but the shadows of past sins and personal betrayals loom large. The tale is marked by dramatic victories, tumultuous relationships, and dramatic affair that brings both personal and national turmoil. Amidst the glories and conquests, the kingdom grapples with its internal conflicts and moral failures. As David consolidates his rule and faces the consequences of his actions, the promises of divine covenant intertwine with the human cost of leadership, setting the stage for a dynasty shaped by both grace and tragedy. That reads like the HBO summary of a King David story. The Father's Love. In a deeply reflective and reassuring letter, the narrative focuses on the fundamental aspects of love, truth, and fellowship within the community. The text emphasizes the nature of love and its transformative power, urging believers to embody this self-love of their relationship in actions. Central themes include assurance of salvation, the importance of living in truth and righteousness, and the call to love one another as evidence of genuine faith. The letter addresses issues of false teaching and encourages discernment, while reaffirming its core tenets of faith and assurance of divine presence. Through its blend of doctrinal clarity and practical encouragement, the narrative seeks to strengthen the community's commitment to living out faith in love and truth. Oh. So, I don't like when Christian games like this just like force the Bible in and like that's it. But I kind of dig this style where it's like, hey, here's the summary. You should go check it out. Palm oil, maize, simple but enough. Giveaway event coming up. I need lots of energy to help with serving. Gonna be a big day. Please rest well and come with full energy when you're ready. If you don't have enough energy when you arrive, you'll have to delay it. Folks will be angry, so please come prepared. But no guilt trip or anything. The hope of the people. In an encouraging and supportive letter, the narrative addresses a community eager to understand and live out their faith amidst the backdrop of uncertainty. The text provides reassurance about the return of central figure, offering comfort and clarity regarding the fate of those who have died and the hope of resurrection. It's the letter to the Thessalonians. Central themes include the importance of living a life worthy of divine calling, maintaining faith amidst persecution, and fostering mutual love and support. The letter emphasizes the value of ethical behavior, vigilance, and encouragement, aiming to strengthen the community's resolve and offer practical guidance in living alignment with their spiritual beliefs and expectations. And Captain Bible approach isn't the best way to do it? Sadly, no. Also, we are way too late. Mother Prioress is going to be so upset. The laws! In the heart of the vast wilderness, a sacred space is established, filled with rituals, offerings, and whispered secrets of divine order. A people seeking closeness to the unseen are given strange laws and precise instruction, guiding their every act of worship. Blood is spilled, fires are kindled, and the air grows thick with incense as they learn the cost of approaching the divine. Holiness is demanded, but the path is perilous. Missteps invite danger, yet obedience promises purity and life in the shadow of an overwhelming presence that dwells among them. So I'm going to guess I will have an energy penalty Good morning. I hope all is well with you. Christy, the weather lady, is here. She says she has some important info to share. Come quick. Outside, Christy, the weather lady, seems to be fiddling with a strange instrument of four cupped objects mounted on a vertical shaft spinning horizontally. It's going to rain heavily over the next few days. Starting tomorrow, she murmurs without looking away from her instruments. You could possibly fall sick when traversing the fields during a storm, unless you had an umbrella. Falling sick will definitely make your life difficult and require purchasing drugs to cure your ailments. She continues, her eyes never leaving the strange machine. My advice? Get an umbrella as soon as the postman brings it as a provision. You look at with awe at the instrument works its magic, increasing in velocity as the wind picks up speed. One last thing, she turns to look at you, signifying the importance of what she's about to say. Listen carefully. Severe weather tends to affect buildings negatively. If you see a hazard icon over a building, you should attend to it as soon as you can. But keep in mind, you will need energy to assist. If you don't provide assistance by the day's end, I'm afraid they'll have to help themselves, and you will lose charity points. Good luck. The Lord helps those who help themselves. We can take both Jollof rices. Hello. Let's take one to the hospital because I feel like that's going to be important. Fasting scapular. Wear this around your neck and pledge to fast from eating today. That would give me... Every 3 hours I get a faith point, but I lose 3 energy. I don't have the energy for that. I'm going to take the discount card. Because I might need it soon to buy some medicine. Let's deliver these medicines. Oh, thank you so much. Palm oil and herbs from the forest are the best way for cleansing wounds. Every day the number of patients grow. But every act of healing, no matter how small, is a thread in the tapestry of salvation. We cannot always see the whole picture, but through service, we add to its beauty. That's well put. I'm thinking of setting up a big program where we invite everyone who needs medical help. We must prepare for that. Anyway, we're done for today. Next, I'll need your help assisting the more fragile ones. Their spirits are low. It's going to be a tough job, and we need all the help we can get. Please come down as soon as you can. Oh, it's not much, but we'd like you to have this. I'm not allowed to volunteer today, apparently. So what do I have? I have the Jollof rice. Okay. You can't see it, but I have 3 energy points. So I'm going to use 1 to cook that Jollof rice, and then probably the other 2 to pray somewhere. Actually, that's pretty good. 1 hour for 3 faith points. Let's see what else I can deliver. That's cooking Jollof rice. Can't do that. Guess we're gonna go to bed early tonight, but I guess first... May as well pick up as many of these things as we can. I have just enough to get this one scripture passage. The call to repent. In time of social injustice and moral decay, a prophet delivers a compelling message of judgment and hope. Okay, that does not narrow it down. The oracles vividly describe the corruption and exploitation of rampant among the people, condemning the leaders and institutions that perpetuate injustice. Amidst these stark warnings, there are also visions of future restoration, divine intervention. The text portrays a future where righteousness will prevail, with the promise of peace and the coming of a ruler from humble beginnings. Through its powerful imagery and prophetic visions, the message emphasizes the need for justice, humility, and genuine worship, offering a vision of redemption despite the current turmoil. Okay, again, that's not going to narrow it down. I'm going to get an energy drink, so I have lots of energy for tomorrow. Are these works alluding to something? Yeah, they're alluding to scripture passages, or to full books of scripture, I should say. That one was either Jeremiah or Isaiah. It was a little unclear. They didn't quite give enough details for me to tell. Ah, good morning. Slept well, I hope. You remember that the Kingdom of Congo is renowned for its intricate art and craftsmanship? Our artisans are skilled in creating beautiful sculptures and poetry. You'd say their artistic talents really carved out a name for themselves. Hey, you've actually played the demo for this. That's cool. How you doing, Squirrel? Okay, so the energy drink gave me 5 energy, but did not carry over. That is unfortunate. So let's see if he's gonna give us an umbrella or not. Soft pillow. I feel like the soft pillow's worth it because I'll probably upgrade it and start gaining more energy. No one's got to buy father jokes today. They're coming for free. They're mother jokes. Okay, I don't want to get sick. So I'm actually going to focus here on this thing. So I have enough of these resources. Wait, you remember this game is pretty quick? I mean, we're already, yeah, like a fifth of the way through it, but it's been an interesting little thing. And yet, Bad Roxy buys one anyway. Yeah, I've been talking a lot about sleep. Bad Roxy, do you know what kind of dinosaur loved to sleep the most? A Stegosaurus. What a blessing. Thank you. The convent feels renewed by this blessing you've given us. You've given us the means to better serve both God and our community. Thank you for joining us. This prayer is by Saint Therese of Lisieux. It's a simple prayer, which is quite fitting for her if you know her story. The prayer goes like this. Jesus, help me to simplify my life by learning what you want me to be and becoming that person. Amen. Ah, beautiful prayer. It's the little things, the quiet surrender where we draw closest to God. I think that's a beautiful prayer. I think I'm ready to test my compositions in the carol at the next Mass first thing tomorrow morning. It's going to take more time than usual, so I hope you don't have any plans in the morning. I have earned no charity that day.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Oh, that's the Passionist founder, I think. Or no, is that Camilla? No, Passionist. Yeah, I think it's Passionist. Morning, dear. It's pouring outside, isn't it? Makes you just want to cuddle up and stay in bed all day. But chop chop, early bird gets the worm. You know, the rhythmic beats of the rain remind me of traditional Congo music and dance. The rhythmic beats and vibrant dances are expressions of joy, storytelling, and spirituality. Oh no. Oh no, I just read, you could say, and I know we're in for something. You could say that our music really drummed up a lot of excitement. Good job, Mother. The gathering is intimate with only a few dozen folks in the pews. A few sisters stand near the altar, quietly tuning their voices for the first carol. Prioress gives a nod of welcome, her gentle smile encouraging you to join. It'll take 5 hours, but it'll gain us 3 faith points. Oh, if we say no, we lose faith points. Yeah, we'll join. Anything to gain a faith point at this point that doesn't cost us energy. Ah, that was wonderful. Thank you for participating. I'm going to start composing music for the next carol, starting with a prayer that comes from St. Francis de Sales. It goes like this. My God, I give you this day. I offer you now all the good I shall do, and I promise to accept for love of you all the difficulty that I shall meet. Help me to conduct myself during this day in a manner pleasing to you. Amen. Ah, beautiful. Every moment is an opportunity to offer ourselves to God, even through the smallest acts of love and service. Saint Roque Gonzalez de Santa. Oh, he was a member of the Society of Jesus. Okay. I have not heard of him before. Relatively recently canonized. Ooh, cheaper upgrades. That sounds pretty good, but I want to check something. Okay. So, sleep will be 2 less hours, but still -1 energy. Really do some extra energy, but... Oh, we got a hazard icon. Basement is flooded. Please help, or we could lose the building. Yep. I will help you with the flooding. And why don't we volunteer while we're here and earn some charity points? And we're out of energy. Ah, I'm sick. Where's the store? Well, since I have energy now, since I got that energy drink. Oh, it is way too late. I did not pay attention to the time there. That's my mistake. She did warn me. But I got so into it, I just lost track of it all, especially because it was like, oh, panic, I gotta go here to take care of this. And, good morning. I was just having a chat with our foreman. Apparently, he thinks women aren't fit to be rulers. I asked him whether he thought I did a bad job running the place, and he was quick to apologize. Ha! In any case, one of the most renowned leaders, Queen Nzinga of Matamba, who died just 2 years ago. She was known for her intelligence, diplomacy, and fierce resistance against Portuguese colonization. Respect. She led her people with great skill and bravery. You could say that she really knew how to spearhead a moment. I like this prioress. An umbrella. Get the Kaboko out of here. I'm tired of spending energy to pray. Thank you, madame. This meal is incredible. Jollof rice, a culinary gem of Wolof Empire, is a harmonious blend of rice, tomatoes, and spices that tells many tales of community and connection. Its roots trace back to Senegambia region, where the rice was cultivated along the rivers. The dish was historically served at celebrations and gatherings of a centerpiece for unity among families. The interplay of tomatoes, peppers, and spices in Jollof reflects the vibrant markets of the time, where trade flourished and cultural exchanges thrived. I've actually got enough ingredients here to cook up a storm for the wedding. It's going to be a big day. Please rest well and come with full energy when you're ready. If you don't have enough energy when you arrive, we will have to delay it, and many people will be angry, so please come prepared. Yeah, that's enough self-fighting. Exactly. I fought myself, and I won. Therefore, no more. Um. Okay, so if I go back to the pantry, they're going to be like, ah, help us! And I won't have the energy because I only have one. I know you can't see it, but... The foundation is cracked. Please help with repairs. The whole building could collapse. Yeah, I'll do it. It's 2 hours. 1 energy. Yeah, the lack of being able to pray was honestly pretty obnoxious. Crazy that a foundation can take only 2 hours to fix. Yeah, we're just really good at it. So I'm at 1900, so that'll take me to 1030. Yeah, we can pray here. We'll do some Vespers. Might even be Compline. Okay, so I want to do either the pantry or the kitchen today, I think. Good morning, dear. Do you remember your family? Family ties are very important, and extended family often live together, supporting one another in daily life. You could say that in the Congo, family bonds are not to be taken lightly. Not your best work, but, you know, keep it up. Oh, thank you for joining us. This next one comes courtesy of Master Philosopher and Theologian St. Thomas Aquinas. It goes like this. Hey, we got some classic meat. Hey, Ariam, good to see you. Grant me, O Lord my God, a mind to know you, a heart to seek you, wisdom to find you, conduct pleasing to you, faithful perseverance in waiting for you, and a hope of finally embracing you. Spoken like a true theologian, a humble place for wisdom and guidance, reminding us of the true knowledge leads us to God and to live for God. Let's see, make things cheaper. Bouncy castle better, discounts better. Can upgrade this soft pillow. The unrelenting weather has damaged the internal structure of the building. We need some major help with the fixes. Oh no, this takes 3 energy. Oh no, I'm making them sad and I have to pay. Oh no. Oh no, I made them sad. And I lost money. Well, let's go learn some children. I want to make sure I get to bed early tonight so that I can have enough energy when I get to the pantry. Why are you cheering? You didn't give anything. I can't even imagine going to bed at 7:30. Oh man, if I go to bed at 7:30 every day. If I could sleep from 7:30 to 7:30, that'd be perfect. I love sleep. Good morning, I hope you slept well. You know, we don't have political structure on this island, but back on the mainland in Congo, we had a royal council of 12 members divided into 3 groups. Bureaucrats, electors, and matrons. The matrons were 4 important women with great influence, which include the Queen Mother and the King's wife. No pun? You know, I picked this game because of its sort of religious nature and wanted to see how it handles that. And I'm enjoying it so far. I wasn't prepared, but pleasantly surprised for all the Congolese culture lessons that it's giving as well. The foundation is cracking in. Yeah, maybe we should stop making this foundation so crackable. Tis just a thought. Are you... Oh, this keeps happening every time until I say yes? That's fascinating. This is not what I was expecting. Considering it only takes 2 hours to fix it, must not be very good foundation from the get-go. Oh, I did my best. Inside the pantry, a small group of women and children have already gathered their woven baskets ready to be filled. Thanks for stopping by, Thomas begins with a yawn. His eyes half open. Oh, let's begin if you don't mind. Oh, thanks. Big haul, big event. They'll eat well this time. Feels good. No need to stock up on bean. We'll need to stock up on beans and millet next. Let me guess, it'll be at the convent first thing in the morning. Okay, this time I can do this. Because that energy drink gave me a lot. It seems the secret tech is to get a, the wedding went off without a hitch. Thank you, my friend. Mwah. The highlight was the mafe dish. It's a dish with deep roots in Mandinka culture of Mali. Mafe is often prepared for celebrations and is known for its rich and nutty flavor, symbolizing hospitality and community spirit. The dish reflects the ingenuity of the Mandinka people in creating hearty meals for locally sourced ingredients. Next up, sadza. Blanket statement of apology to any African viewers for my butchering of pronunciations. The town crier announces, I just heard that the shop will be open for the next 24 hours. Was it not already? Oh, good morning. Slept well? I hope my little morning trivia has helped in jogging your memories. I figured I could give you a break and spare you the puns temporarily. Still, I wonder what would cause you to lose all your memory in such a manner. Perhaps someone on the island might do a better job than me in helping you to fully recover. Aw, thank you, Pitoni. Thank you for the alert. Good to see ya. Ah, thank you for joining us. I love this prayer. It's by Saint Ignatius of Loyola. It goes like this. Teach us, good Lord, to serve you as you deserve, to give and not to count the cost, to fight and not to heed the wounds, to toil and not to seek for rest, to labor and not to ask for reward, except for that of knowing that we are doing your will. Simply beautiful. Not much more to be added here, although, fun fact, St. Ignatius is the patron saint of this game's designer. Like the little fourth wall break there, that's cute. Okay, let's take beans to the pantry. I can just carry out incense. Bonus faith point chance at the convent, 10%. Shopping cart, extra pay for offloading items at the pantry. That seems really good to grab right now, not gonna lie. Might replace blueprints, maybe. Okay, so where's the pantry? Pantry's... Why is the pantry all the way down there? Wait. What are we counting on Father to do? I don't know. Rebuild this island, I guess. Thanks. Beans, millet. Sturdy. Keep them full longer. Need to stock up on dried peppers and salts next. Let's volunteer here at the hospital. Why not? Okay, one more and we'll get that reward. I could upgrade the hospital. You know, while I'm here, why not? Thank you so much. The hospital feels more alive with this improvement. You've given us the means to care for even more souls in need. We're going to be able to accomplish tasks a lot faster now. Please, take this for your troubles. Do a quick rosary in the chapel. Don't have enough energy to do anything else, unfortunately. But maybe I could buy an energy drink. Uh, 4 hours? Yeah, I can do it. It's gonna put me up a little late, but... That was wonderful, thank you. The children loved having you over. They laughed today and it warmed my heart. I'd love to host a big event for the kids, something to really raise their spirits. I'm calling it Play Day. It's going to take a lot of time and energy. It's going to be a big day. Please rest well and come with full energy when you're ready. I'll have a Monster energy drink. Okay, so I can't go to the orphanage right now.
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
What cowboy priest is this? Why have I never heard of him? Town crier announces the shopkeeper is discounting all items in the store. The prioress comes into your room with a worried look on her face. Good morning. If you looked outside, something strange is happening. All the leaves and grass are changing colors. It's also a lot cooler than usual. I had to wrap up in extra layers to avoid freezing. It's very unusual. That sounds ominous. San Jose Gabriel de Rosario. Was born in Argentina. He's the fourth of 10 children. At age 16, commenced studies to become a priest at the College Seminary of Our Lady of Loreto. He met future President Miguel Angel Juarez Silman. Rochero founded a home known as the Houses of Exercises in 1875, later established a school for girls in 1880. He was known to travel long distances in Argentina on the back of a mule, dressed in sombrero and a poncho, to serve the Christian faith throughout his huge parish. He cared for the sick during the cholera epidemic of 1867 and contracted leprosy during his travels, eventually led to blindness and deafness toward the end of his life. Cowboy priest is pretty cool. Security guards. Prevent robbery. Oh, I could start with an energy drink each day. Let's... You know what? Let's get rid of the pillow in favor of coffee. Wonderful. Mwah! The kitchen can now serve so many more mouths, and each meal will be made with even greater care. Even enrich the soul of this place. Cooking is going to go a lot faster now. Looks the same to me, but okay. Another delicious meal, thank you. Sadza is the staple of the Shona people in Zimbabwe. Made from finely ground maize, it has sustained generations and is often served alongside meat and vegetables. This dish is traditionally eaten by hand, fostering communal eating and sharing. Its origins lie in the agrarian practices of the Shona, who cultivated maize as a primary food source, reflecting on their resilience and resourcefulness of their society. The building looks the same to you? It did actually change. A lot of them, they do look the same, but this one actually, like, rotated and got a little bigger. So, next up, Biltong. Have I had Biltong? I feel like I've had Biltong. The Wisdom. A collection of timeless wisdom, ancient texts, ancient sayings, and practical guidance convergence to offer insight into the complexities of life. These distinct, memorable proverbs distill experiences and observations into pithy maxims, covering a wide range of topics from ethics and relationships to success and folly. Through vivid imagery and sharp contrast, they impart lessons of lively wisdom and justly illuminating the path to understanding and righteousness. The compendium serves as a guide to navigating the moral landscape of human existence, blending pragmatic advice with spiritual reflection to foster a life of balance, prudence, and integrity. Okay, but I don't know if that one means that it's the Book of Wisdom or the Book of Proverbs. Have I done missionary work before? It depends on how you define it. I have done some mission trips, so short term, but also technically the Paulists are a missionary society of apostolic life, so like everything I do is in a sense a form of mission. So wonderful. I see you have found the ancient manuscripts. They contain many great teachings and stories of our faith. Would you be so kind as to fetch all of them for me? Having them here in the convent would do wonders for the souls that visit. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking this sounds like one of those fetch quests. Well, unfortunately, you would be right. I love this woman. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Your primary objective will be to help the custodians. So you can take your time in finding the ancient manuscripts. Bring me 10 more ancient manuscripts whenever you can. Yeah, missionary to the internet. It's less exciting in some ways, but... Okay, so we are about a third of the way through this. Where did I go on my temp trips? Ireland and Peru. Okay, we have a discount again. Good morning, dear. You may remember that July 25th is St. James's Day. But do you also remember that we're celebrating one of Manacongos, Afonso the First? One of our Manacongos, Afonso the First, that day. His victory over his brothers back in 1509 was nothing short of miraculous. I would tell you the story, but it's probably better if you just look it up on your own time. Let's take some peppers to the pantry. And, let's stick with what we have. So let's upgrade. Can I upgrade the coffee? Yeah, let's upgrade the coffee. Where's the orphanage today? There it is. You walk in to find a few adults taking a tour of the place. One of the little girls runs up to you. Hi, Auntie. We're just about to start tea time with our new doll set. Please join, pretty please. Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. The event was successful, and the children absolutely loved all the games and appreciate your support in making it happen. We're going to need to scale up for the next play day. I've requested a shipment of toys for the kids. Please pick up and deliver it here at your earliest convenience. Okay, I need more gold to upgrade something. So we have 3 energy. Let's take what we have to the pantry for. Ah, thanks, pepper, salt. They'll thank you for this. Makes the food taste better. Need to stock up on yams and plantains next. Oh yeah, plantains. What kind of mission work did I do in Ireland? Yeah, I mean, it's definitely culturally Catholic, but it was kind of an experimental one. It was the first that organization done there. I was mostly meeting with like young adults and school kids, just kind of talking about what role faith plays in their life and how to reflect on that and keep it beyond just it being a part, just a thing they do. Kind of help them see beyond just the cultural portion of it. Thank you for joining us. Final one before the carol. This one is by St. John of the Cross. Ever heard the term dark night of the soul? Yeah, it came from this guy. Here's a prayer from him. Oh, blessed Jesus, give me stillness of soul in you, that your mighty calmness reign in me, rule me, O God, King of gentleness, King of peace. Let your divinity shine on my intellect by giving it divine knowledge, and on my will by imparting it the divine love, and on my memory with the divine possession of glory. Yeah, that sounds like it was written by John of the Cross. Beautiful, a gentle invitation to let go of our anxieties and allow peace of Christ to fill our souls, trusting in his quiet strength. Tomorrow is the big day. First thing tomorrow morning, as you can imagine, the carol is going to be bigger in scope, so hope you're ready to sing. How actually Catholics in Ireland are these days, that's hard to tell. Man, this shopkeep has been having a sale for a while. Oh, good morning, I hope you slept well. You remember the trade and commerce systems of the Kingdom of Congo? That's a very specific question. Are you about to ask me what is Congo's GDP? Because I'm sorry, I will not remember that, even if I hadn't lost my memory. Our people were skilled traders exchanging goods like ivory and copper with neighboring regions and even the Dutch and Portuguese. Markets were bustling hubs of activity and negotiation. My favorite were textile traders. They really knew how to weave a good deal. Okay, yep. Let's sing with the prioress. That was awesome. Thank you so much for participating. These carols really seem to be gaining in popularity. It's all thanks to you and your wonderful voice. I'm so excited to get to the next one, which will be your biggest yet. But first, I need to take a breather and resume the Saint's Prayer next time. But would you remember the air velocity of an unladen swallow? African or European? Oh, I can't say no to children in the orphanage. Don't make me cry. Teaching materials makes me teach better, but takes more time. But also gives me better payment. I think just upgrading the coffee. I think the secret tech is just getting coffee early. Okay, so the orphanage is this way. I don't really need a lot of orbs right now because I'm at 300. It was nice knowing P. Tony. He sails off into the distance now for not knowing a question on the bridge of testing or whatever it's called. Great class, appreciate it. The children struggle with numbers, but persistence will see them through. After all, arithmetic teaches discipline, the same discipline our ancestors used when they built the foundations of this kingdom. Next, I'd like to organize an all-day historical learning event, so the lessons of the past are what guide us forward. It's going to be a big day. Please rest well and come with full energy. Or what, I'm going to disappoint the children that we're not going to learn? I think they'll survive. I love the ominous whoom sound the evil spirits make. Day of wrath. Oh, this can only be revelation. In time of impending calamity and spiritual decay, a prophet delivers a stark message of divine judgment and purification. The narrative forewarns the coming day of the Lord, a period marked by overwhelming catastrophe and cosmic upheaval. As a result of pervasive corruption and idolatry, the oracles vividly describe the severity of the impending reckoning and the consequences for nations and individuals alike. Amidst the foreboding warnings, there's also a glimmer of hope, a vision of future purification and renewal, where righteousness and gathered in the divine presence brings peace and restoration. Text underscores the themes of judgment, justice, and the promise of a restored and purified community. Is there going to be a quiz later on these? Feels like there's going to be a quiz. Yeah, I think we're going to have to do a couple of runs in this, chat. Because this is going quick, but also, like, I'm not going to succeed this first time around. The shopkeep is still discounted. Morning, dear. You delivered food packages to the kitchen yet? I love trying out all kinds of food. Our people are skilled farmers cultivating crops like millet, bananas, and yams. With sophisticated techniques to ensure their fields remain fertile and productive. You might say they really planted seeds of a prosperous society. Wait, have I used that one already? Seems like even my memory is running on fumes. Oh, Prioress. Let's go do some cooking today. Why not? Daily dose of divine cash. You know what? I think that replaces the discount card. Cooking takes so long. Ah, delicious. You're really good at this cooking thing. Biltong is a traditional delicacy of the Kholson and Ngui tribes. Its history dates back centuries as indigenous peoples relied on this dried meat for sustenance during long periods. The preservation method used salt and vinegar, allowing them to store meat without refrigeration. Each piece of biltong embodies a legacy of survival and adaptability in the face of nature's challenges. Let's keep going. The next wedding is going to have so much food, they won't know what to do with it. Next up, koki beans. Oh, thank you so much. You did well today. These people, they've lost so much. Families, homes. In times like this, a kind word and a gentle hand means everything. To serve the sick is to walk the path of the humble. Through their suffering, we glimpse the frailty of life, but also its resilience when treated with love. We are finally ready for the outreach program. We're expecting dozens and dozens of people, so I expect the event to take all day. It's going to be a big day! I don't think I've upgraded the pantry yet. No, I haven't. I could do that. Oh, thanks. You've turned this humble pantry into a place of abundance. The people who rely on it will never go hungry again. The Law of Grace. In a passionate and direct address, the narrative confronts communal struggling with theological confusion and doctrinal disputes. The text robustly defends the core message of freedom through faith, countering the influence of those who seek to impose legalistic practices. Central themes include the contrast between the living under the law versus the living by faith, the role of grace in salvation, and the implications of Christian liberty. The narrative emphasizes the transformative power of faith and importance of genuine relationships with divine over ritualistic adherence. Through strong arguments and personal testimony, the text calls for a return to the fundamental principles of the gospel, stressing that salvation comes through faith and not through human efforts or adherence to the law. That's Romans. It's the letter to the Romans. My computer is too powerful to use the loading screen. Good morning. No more puns, I promise. Why? From now on, I will tell some of the stories I heard as a child. Perhaps you have heard some of them too? Might jog your memory a bit, or evoke a sense of nostalgia. Anyway, I will prepare one for tomorrow, so I hope you look forward to it. I want more puns. I like your puns. This sounds like Enya we have at home. Those are some toys. Oh, lovely. Thank you. The kids will love these toy sets. Next up, I need to prepare the material for mentorship. We gotta prepare these kids for the realities outside these walls. When you've got some time, come over. We can work on it together. Okay, I need to upgrade the orphanage. The line of patience extends all the way around the block. You can tell this is going to take a while and a lot of energy. Anna meets up with you. Oh, thank you for coming. I hope you're ready. 5 hours? 3 energy? We can do this. We did it. Wonderful. Thank you so much. True healing is as much about the spirit as it is about the body. A community that cares for each other is most potent cure for despair. I saw today how many still suffer. There's a fever that's spreading faster than we can treat it, and our supplies are getting low. I've seen suffering like this before, and never mind. I've been told there are refugees coming from the south, displaced by the war. It would be good to prepare for their arrival. I need you to bring more herbs, as our reserves are running thin. I appreciate how close these are, so I can get lots of faith points today. Oh no! That's a rowdy classroom. I do not have 5 hours. I have enough energy, but I do not have enough hours. That's not great. The Fall of Edom. In this brief but intense prophetic message, the narrative delivers a powerful oracle against the neighboring nations that has rejoiced over the downfall of another. The prophecy vividly portrays the arrogant betrayal of the nation, predicting its swift and total downfall as divine retribution for its actions. The text underscores themes of justice and consequences of treachery, emphasizing that no nation or individual can escape divine judgment. Amidst the harsh pronouncements, there's a vision of a future restoration for the afflicted, highlighting the enduring sovereignty of the divine and ultimate triumph of justice over those who exploit and harm others. That's a minor prophet, and I don't know which one. This game is it's actually fun. I am enjoying myself, but it's looking at these scores, it's a little tougher. You really got to strategize some of this stuff. I've never seen a Faith Metroidvania before. Courtesy of Christy the Weather Lady, heavy rain predicted for 24 hours. Good morning, dear. Looks like the storms have returned. I hope you're prepared to tackle it. I've got an umbrella. That said, it feels like a great time for a warm cup of tea and a lovely story to get you started on the day. Right? Listen to this one. An old lady had a flock of fat sheep that a wicked wolf began to steal, one by one. And only one sheep was left. The woman became sad and fearful for its life. Then a lion visited her village and, seeing her distress, offered to help. The lion took the place of the last sheep, while the sheep was hidden elsewhere. On a cold, rainy night, the wolf came once again and attacked the lion, thinking it was a sheep. Just then, lightning struck. Its flash revealed the lion's face to the wolf. The wolf then realized his mistake and tried to apologize, but the lion swiftly put an end to him. The end. What do you think of the moral of that story is? That story did just kind of end abruptly without a moral. I feel like it should have had one. Thank you for joining us. This one is quite popular. It's from the Diary of St. Faustina Kowalska, and part of the Chapel of Divine Mercy. It goes like this. Oh, blood and water which gushed forth from the heart of Jesus as a fountain of mercy for us, I trust in you. Such a powerful act of surrender. It reminds me of that in every trial we are called to place our lives in his hands, knowing that his mercy never fails. We can take some medicine and some yams to the pantry, I guess. Start maxing out some money here. Oh no! The orphanage! This isn't where I want to be. I was thinking that was the pantry for some reason. Severely damaged the roof and it's about to cave in. Not on my watch. Also, everyone hates me now in the town because I couldn't teach the school kids history. Oh, thank you. The children's faces lit up the moment they saw the changes. You brought them more than comfort. You've given them a home. We're going to be able to accomplish tasks a lot faster now. Deliver some food. Let's head to the hospital. There we go. And may as well pray in the chapel while we're here. The departure. Exodus? People bound in chains serve a ruthless empire, their cries for freedom echoing into the unknown. When hope seems lost, a mysterious figure emerges from the wilderness, bearing signs of power and ancient promises. Plagues descend upon the land. Exodus. Rivers turn to blood and darkness spreads as the enslaved are drawn toward a perilous escape. Pursued by unrelenting force, they wander through desolate lands, guided only by pillars of fire and cloud. Along the way, laws are etched in stone, mountains tremble, and a covenant is forged. A promise of a new land, if they can survive the trials that lie ahead. Yeah, I like how dramatic these are. They're fun. A Kingdom Falls, Part 2! I bet it's Book of Kings, Part 2. The story continues in a realm now divided and beleaguered. Yep, Kings 2. Where the echoes of the past's glory give way to relentless cycles of betrayal and destruction. Kings rise and fall, their reigns marked by fleeting piety and persistent corruption. Prophets emerge as voices in defiance, challenging rulers and foretelling calamities. The land is plagued by invasions and internal strife, as the once mighty kingdoms of Israel and Judah face their inexorable decline. Amid the chaos, the divine promises seem distant, and the sins of the past lead to the ultimate downfall, leaving a scarred and shattered legacy that hints at both judgment and a glimmer of hope for the future. I suppose it could also technically be Chronicles, too. The Coming King! In a period of restoration and hope, a prophet delivers a series of vivid and symbolic visions that blend divine promise and eschatological insight. The narrative includes dramatic scenes of angelic messengers, elaborate visions of cosmic and earthly events, and prophecies concerning the future of Jerusalem in the coming era. The text emphasizes themes of divine justice, the ultimate triumph of righteousness, and the restoration of the sacred city. Amidst the powerful imagery that details the predictions, there is a vision of renewed covenant, spiritual revitalization, and coming of a messianic figure who will usher in a time of peace and divine favor. That sounds like it's, oh, what's the book I'm thinking of? Isaiah. How many upgrades can these buildings get? No idea!
In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Oh. Looks like it might be Oscar Romero. Ah, good morning. I hope you slept well. Ready for another story? In a big town, a rich gentleman had his money stolen by a thief. The gentleman suspected the thief, but had no proof, so he took the case to the judge. The thief, fearing punishment, sought advice from a wise man, promising him half the stolen money if the thief got away with his crime. The wise man agreed and advised him to dress in rags and act crazy and to only answer with moo to any questions. The thief did as advised, and the judge, thinking the thief was crazy, dismissed the case. However, when the wise man came for his share of the stolen money, the thief only replied, moo, and the wise man was left with nothing. That's a great story. I love that, actually. Weather's damaging us stoves. What's the other thing I took? Yams for the pantry. Okay. Pantry's down there. I'm gonna try to do the big teaching event here, make people happy again. Because I have the energy. Ah, today was a good day. Many valuable lessons learned. The children have begun to understand the weight of history and the victories and failures and have shaped our people. But history is not enough if it is not coupled with the skill to shape the future. For the next class, we'll focus on language. Without it, we cannot communicate our ideas to one another. That said, we'll need notebooks and quills for these studies. Package should arrive. I don't think I'm going to get to the pantry today because it's way too far down. The Doctrine of Faith. A profound and systematic exploration of faith and narrative presents an extensive theological discourse addressing fundamental aspects of salvation and righteousness. The text methodically outlines the nature of sin, the promise of redemption, transformative figure, the implications for both individuals and communities. Key themes include justification by faith, role of grace, and the ethical implications of living in accordance with divine will. Narrative intertwines theological arguments and practical guidance, discussing the role between Jewish and Gentile believers, the nature of Christian living, and the role of the law. Through rigorous reasoning and personal exhortation, the text seeks to establish a foundation for the understanding and living principles of the faith. Do anything? Okay, no. I think that's Galatians. Okay. Saint Frederick of Hallam. Was not expecting him. Saint Frederick of Hallam was born to a poor widow, later becoming a. I can never say this name out loud. Opram is what they're called, and they're the monks in all white. What else are they known as? I forget. Founder and first abbot of Mariengaarde Abbey in Friesland in the Netherlands. He's also a parish priest of Hallam, his birthplace, and founder of Bethlehem Abbey for the Opram canonesses. He died and was buried in Mariengaarde, but in 1614, to save his relics from Calvinists, they were removed and taken to Bon Esperance Abbey near Estins in Belgium, where they were reinterred in 1616 or 17. They were transferred to Leffe Abbey in Dinant in 1938. Cool to get to know you, Hallam. Frederick, I have not heard of you before. Prices have gone up. A 10% increase. Oh. Good morning. I've got another tale for you. Long ago, leopards didn't know how to hunt. A leopard asked a skilled cat to teach him, and she agreed, teaching him to hide, move noiselessly, and use his left side when springing on prey. After practicing these skills, the leopard initially succeeded, but in a tough season soon struggled to catch food. Driven by hunger, he ate the cat's kittens while she was away, forgetting her kindness. In anger, the cat refused to teach him further, and thus the leopard never learned how to catch animals passing on his right side. The end. I'm sure there's a lesson to be learned here. My specialty study was in... I mean, it's just kind of like I have a personal love of liturgical theology, like in general, just like celebration of all the sacraments and sacramental theology and the praxis of liturgical theology. I don't have any like formal education as a specialty, other than the fact that I took graduate level courses on it. But yeah. And Rotda, I was wondering if we were going to get Rotda. Today we learned the Our Father. It's a good prayer to always come back to. But I really like what Jesus says in this passage after the Our Father, saying, look, you have to forgive others. And it's a reminder, A, to be forgiving and the importance of that, but also the dynamic by which prayer needs to push us outward into action in the world and respond to things in the world. It's not enough to just, stay in our heads and our hearts, as it were. Okay, no one's panicking today. That's good news. Thanks, yams, plantains, easy to cook. Fills them up. Giveaway event is coming up next. Bigger than the first. I need lots of energy. Well, I have 8. And it's early in the day, so I imagine... Oh no, if he says that event is happening, you've got to at least wait a day, it seems. I can't be terribly upset with that. When you cross an altar or tabernacle, do you just bow? If the priest is going between them, should be bowing to the tabernacle. Yeah, that's a great question. So it's kind of, if you're in the sanctuary and you're crossing in front, you bow, or genuflect, depending on, it can depend kind of on the culture of the place. But generally a bow. But if you're behind the altar, there's kind of this assumption that it's like, it's the working space, if you will. So it's like, it's unnecessary to do that. So if you're going from like the presider's chair to the ambo, you bow, and particularly the priest bows because he's actually saying a prayer, preparing for the gospel. But, if you're behind the altar and you're preparing, and it's like, oh, well, you go a little to the left to grab the water and the wine. You go a little to the right to grab the chalice itself. Like, you don't have to bow constantly crossing in that space. Um, you know, think of it as kind of like if you have the kitchens where there's like a window to it. You only bow if you're outside of the kitchen, if that metaphor makes sense. And that was a terrible metaphor. Oh no! The hospital's in danger now. You weren't in danger earlier. Why are you in danger now? I mean, I kind of have to. I don't want to lose the hospital. No, we're already out late, so let's get the letter of forgiveness. So, like, if they're finishing their homily and they're just going to sit down at the chair, which one would it be? I mean, it generally good form is to bow, but also, you know, it's not the end of the world if they don't. It's just like a sign of reverence. But you know, it's like, again, there's a level of which you have to use sort of personal discretion. Because like if you no technical requirement, it's kind of technical, kind of not. It's one of those where it's like, because here's the thing: the general instruction for the Roman Missal, there's like this document at the beginning of the Roman Missal, the book with all the prayers, and it's like, well, these are when you do things. But the thing is that in and of itself, it is the general instruction. Now, I'm not saying that that's like that makes it easy to ignore, but it's in and of itself, it recognizes that it is not going to apply universally to every situation that ever could possibly be. So there has to sometimes be discretion in reality. So like, when I go from the ambo back to the chair, I bow in front of the altar. But when I go from the chair to down in front of the altar to receive the gifts, I don't. You know, because it's a different motion in a sense. So it's complicated, and it's not like, yeah, like there are some rules, but there are, again, sometimes you also have to just apply it to like what is the space you're in, what is, you know, what, because architecture dictates a lot of liturgical stuff. So like if the tabernacle's in a different place than behind the altar, or things like that, you're going to get different things. And see, do they use admiral instructions instead of general instructions? Boo! But yeah, it's generally, as a rule of thumb, if you're passing in front of the altar, especially during liturgy, you know, if you're the janitor at a church and the sanctuary is carpeted and you're vacuuming it, you do not have to constantly be bowing. But, you know, in liturgy, it's generally good form to bow when you enter and exit the sanctuary, and when you cross that kind of middle line as reverence to the altar and tabernacle. Letter of forgiveness. In personal and heartfelt letter, narrative addresses an individual regarding a sensitive matter of forgiveness and reconciliation. The text pleads for compassionate treatment of former servant that has become a fellow believer. Central themes include transformative power of forgiveness, the principles of Christian brotherhood, and the call to act out of love and mercy. The letter delicately balances personal appeal with theological reasoning, urging the recipient to embrace the principles of reconciliation, to view the individual in a new light as a valued member of the faithful community. Through its personal tone and gentle persuasion, the narrative aims to foster a spirit of grace and unity within the community. This is the letter of Philemon. This is about as long as the letter of Philemon. Where am I? Special event happening at the orphanage. Hey, Cordero. We're in halfway. Yeah, but I think we're going to do more than one run. How is this game? It's good. It's interesting. I actually like the gameplay style because it's basically a strategy game. And it's got some pretty funny writing. Like, this nun keeps dropping major puns on us. Good morning. Here's another interesting one about a well-known spider called Anansi. Oh, I love Anansi stories. Once Anansi decided to gather all the world's wisdom into a pot, thinking he could keep it all to himself. He tied the pot to his front and tried to climb a tall tree to hide it. But no matter how hard he tried, the pot kept getting in the way. His son, watching from below, called out, "Father, why don't you tie the pot to your back instead?" Furious that his own child outsmarted him, Anansi angrily threw the pot to the ground, scattering wisdom over all the earth. Thus, wisdom became available to everyone. The end. Wisdom is one of the greatest virtues, in my opinion. It could be wise to remember that. Yes, Mother Prioress. Man, I do love Anansi stories. They're really good. Let's take some medical supplies, I guess, and some stationery to the school. There's the school. There's the medical supplies. Deliver some medical stuff. Or not medical stuff. Well, maybe it's medical. Medical for their soul. Oh, I haven't upgraded the school. Let's upgrade that. Ahem, much appreciated. Thanks. Education is the foundation of our future, and you've helped strengthen it. The students will thrive in this new environment. Classes and other tasks can be accomplished, and a lot faster now. I have a little something for you. Weather damaged our stoves and set the place on fire. And you waited for me to put it out? My dude, I'm just saying. Gotta put out the fires for them. Yeah, yeah. The unfaithful bride. Amid a backdrop of moral decay and unfaithfulness, the narrative unfolds as a powerful allegory of divine love and betrayal. The prophet is tasked with marrying an unfaithful spouse, a personal ordeal that serves as a vivid metaphor for the relationship between the divine and the people. The oracles are steeped in themes of infidelity, judgment, and redemption, portraying a love that persists, profound disloyalty and betrayal. Through intense imagery and heartfelt, the story warns of impending judgment, while holding out hopes for reconciliation and renewal, highlighting a divine love that remains steadfast even in the face of profound betrayal. I know which story they're talking about, but I can't remember which prophet that is. I want to say it's Hosea. Okay, I have a little over halfway on the faith points, which is good, because that's... Town cry announces the hospital needs some extra helping hands today! Okay, well, I guess we're headed to the hospital. Hello, dear. Slept well? I've got a tale about the tortoise and the birds. Have a listen. Once the tortoise, who is full of tricks, heard the birds in the sky invited to a grand feast. He sweet-talked the birds into giving him feathers to fly with them, and said that they should new dinner names for the occasion. Tortoise, of course, called himself All of You. So when the food was served and the host said it was for all of you, Tortoise ate everything. Furious at his greed, Bird took back his feathers, leaving him to fall from the sky. He landed hard on his back, cracking his shell. The end. I don't think this one's meaning is hard to figure out. No, Mother Prioress, I do not think so either. Thank you for joining us. This next one's not from a specific saint, but a consecration to Mary that I like to include as part of the final carol. It goes like this. My queen, my mother, I give myself entirely to thee, and show my devotion to thee. I consecrate to thee this day my eyes, my ears, my mouth, my heart, my whole being without reserve. Wherefore, good mother, as I am thine own, keep me, guard me, and as thy property and possession. Amen. Hey, Trekkie. Does make a full release? I think so. I think this is a complete game. It's sure acting like it's a complete game. Actually, we'll take 2 things of medical supplies because we need to head to the hospital anyway. Also, good to see you, Trekkie. Hope you're doing well. And of course, the school's on fire. The foundation is cracked again? And we really gotta stop buying the cheap cement. Thank you so much. These will help, though we are still struggling to keep up. The kingdom is under duress, and the patients we treat, some have seen unspeakable things. We've next got some time. I'll need you to help with their children. Your spirits are hardest to heal. Here's a little gift for you. Wasn't there, the crier was like, hey, go do a thing at the hospital today. Have I caught which game is background music? It's rotated through a couple actually, so I'm not. But I'll be honest, I was so focused on the gameplay that I kind of tuned out, actively paying attention to the music. Away in the manger. Ah, okay, there we go. I did notice one of them was another Christmas hymn. There was also, there were a couple. It's more than just a building now. It's a sanctuary for healing. Your generosity will save many lives. Here, please take this. Ooh, she gave us 14 gold. It's pretty good, Whoa. The beginning, Genesis. In a distant beginning, the world is shaped by a mysterious and powerful force, bringing light and darkness from order and chaos. As life emerges, humans find themselves entangled in choices with far-reaching consequences, decisions that ripple through generations. From a forbidden fruit to a devastating flood, the story unfolds with divine encounters, secret covenants, and a journey across foreign lands. It follows a chosen family whose destiny is intertwined with promises and betrayals, blessings and curses, as they navigate an uncertain future under the shadow of something far greater than themselves. Ah, great, you found all 10. I see you're really getting the hang of this. What's this? There seems to be some kind of inscription on each of these manuscripts. When I arrange the words together, this is what it says. War tears through our land. We escape by sea with trembling hands. I wonder what it could mean. I've never been to unsolved riddles. As a kid, it took me way too long to figure out why the chicken crossed the road. Anyway, let me know if you found another 10. Perhaps we can piece together more of the mystery. Good luck. Secret covenants? Yeah, some of the writing on them I would not describe as the most theologically accurate, but More like, what if a writer at HBO wrote this? Okay, so it looks like you have to save. You have to sleep to end, or sleep to save. So probably whatever happens will happen again, but this is a solo dev project, as far as I'm aware. Town cry announces convent treasury has been robbed. You're rather calm about this, Mother Prayers. Good morning. The rain has stopped, but it's getting so chilly lately. I'm getting concerned. We'll save that concern for later, though. Right now, it's story time. Check this one out. One day, a leopard caught a jackal and was ready to make meal of him. But the jackal, being sly, begged for a last request. He asked the leopard to let him sing before he died, saying it would make his meat tastier. Curious, the leopard agreed, and the jackal began to howl loudly. The noise brought hunters running, and in the commotion, the jackal slipped away while the leopard was forced to flee for his life. The end. See, all about wisdom. It has been really beautiful, actually, to hear these stories of other cultures. But I think that combined with the artwork and my voice, I just love how it's all delivered from this prioress. So sort of matter-of-factly. Yeah, it's pretty solid for a solo dev project. And it doesn't feel like it's forcing a narrative in a sense. Like, it's like, not like, oh, we must find the Bible and the Bible will let us pilot a giant robot. It's like, no, do good works, pray, build relationships with people. So that is where we're going to call it for today, though. Nope, wrong button. So thank you so much for tuning in to Let Us Play. I've been your host, Father Evan. It's been good to be with y'all today. Good check a first look at this. I want to keep playing this. I want to we'll figure out what kind of ending we get, and then I kind of want to try for a better ending now that I kind of know the mechanics and how things work. So I'll probably keep playing this for a little bit. Join us again tomorrow for more Minecraft. And Thursday will be more Urquan Masters, but that will start late. As a heads up, Thursday will start late. We're going out to lunch as Busted Halo to celebrate a coworker's birthday, so might be a little late. Might not be, but probably will be. But yeah, so good to see y'all. Thank you for being here. How late? Maybe like 30 minutes to an hour. But yeah, thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in to another episode of Let Us Play. I've been your host, Father Evan. Thank you to everyone who's liked, followed, subscribed, given bits, all that good jazz. Checked out the YouTube, checked out the Discord. And I think that is it. So why don't we see whose live that we can raid into? Actually, not a lot of folks online right now. So not going to raid anyone. So I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care and God bless.